Chester City could be on the verge of extinction if a buyer isn't found soon. This is the stark reality for the third division outfit on the eve of a game the fans fear could well be their last. Facing a winding up order in the High Court on Monday, tomorrow's fixture at home to Swansea City will certainly be an emotional occasion.
It's important that people that love the club, whether they are lapsed members or current members, to get down and show the administrator and any potential buyer that people deserve and they want a football club in Chester to exist.
Chester fans have been mounting a vigorous campaign this week to try to boost tomorrow's gate. A series of leaflets and posters have been distributed throughout the city.
People in Chester that maybe aren't sort of passionate football supporters all have some reminiscence of football in the city. That club will have touched the lives of everybody at some point. Now it's payback time. We're just asking people to give up 2 hours on Saturday afternoon to make sure that football stays in Chester.
The club have been exploring the possibility of going into administration and are doing their best to defer the executioner, but the simple fact remains that without a buyer it'll be virtually impossible to keep the club afloat.
I mean, we've had winding up orders have come and gone in the past. We've never come as close as this. We literally are 3 or 4 days away from the extinction of the club. That cannot be allowed to happen. Must not happen. Will not happen.
The city there getting behind the city, and now with me is Barry Hipkiss of the official Chester City Supporters Association. I mean, Barry, how does your line differ from that of the Independent Supporters Association?
Well, not much different. I mean, we're all aiming for the same goal in the end, and I admire the independent supporter because they brought this to light and worked very hard this week throughout the city. Ours is representative from the official point of view. They are more independent, but we do work together. Mark Howells and Mike Fair and all his colleagues, we work very hard together.
Isn't your problem, though, the same problem of any small football team? You can't compete with the big boys to attract local fans.
Well, you can't. We appreciate that, but to the Chester fans, it's our club. It's a family. It's a family concern. Big clubs don't mean very much to us. We all we're concerned about is Chester City Football Club.
And the thing is that if Chester go, I mean, it's the loss of a breeding ground for some great players, and you've found some great names in the past, haven't you? Ian Rush, for example.
Ian Rush is a prime example. I mean, years ago there was the Butcher twins. They did very well, went on to do things. And recently, a well-known player still playing in the Premier League is Lee Dixon, who was with Chester. And only probably 3 or 4 months ago, Ian Jenkins went to play in the Premier in Scotland.
Now, you're working very actively to try and save the club. I mean, what are you doing precisely now, then?
Well, at the moment, I'm also involved with the consortium, and they're working very hard to try and find ways to overcome the problem. But on the time coming to the studio, I did find out that we're still awaiting the financial position of the debt and the liability.
So you don't yet know quite how bad it is?
We don't, and I anticipate, we hope we'll have it this evening or tomorrow, so it can be looked at by Mr. Pickering.
What kind of attendances do you think you need in order to survive?
Well, we definitely need the 3,000. We definitely need 3,000, and without that, I can't see them surviving. Tomorrow, I'm confident that it will be a 3,000 plus gate.
Well, Barry, let's hope you can get that. Let's hope you can sustain that and save Chester. Thank you very much for joining us.